I had no idea who she was. My client told me about her, and she's like, "That girl I want to talk to you." I was
I
like,
told
"What
you
girl?"
lies.
But either which way, people are watching you. People are watching you, whether it be the people who work there, the customers. They might act like they're not watching you. They're watching you. Then you might have experiences like me, where kids are chasing you throughout the store. If you have a dangerous dog, make sure you have a nice control, both hands on the
Children love to run out of nowhere behind aisles and jump on your dog.
All right, Sue, ready?
And another thing is with PetSmart, we have tons and tons of trainers that would utilize that area, including our own in the store. And when I saw Lav come in, I was just like, oh my God, he actually knows what he's doing. Because there's so many, and I'm sitting here like, that's wrong, please don't do that, you're ruining this dog. And they're just like, oh, I don't know what's wrong with Precious, you have a difficult dog. And I'm like, I can fix this in 10 seconds. It's painful. And then Lav came in, and I'm just like,
Appreciate that.
smart person.
Bite work. I want you to think about what you're going to do. You guys got about 15 more minutes or so to figure that out. Tracking locks, did pretty well. Remember how to do it. So we'll be testing next week. And I also need to see videos of you doing it as well. Remember, you're not the one stepping into tracking locks. Have your brother do it, have your mom do it, have as many people do it as possible so the dog learns to track other people's scent instead of yours. Because if you don't do that, what happens? You don't know. These are questions you're going to need to think to yourself and be able to answer. If the dog's only tracking your scent, it's only going to know to track you. It won't track anyone else. What's a clatter stick do?
What?
Clatter stick.
Pressure.
Perfect. What's looking at a dog do? Face-to-face contact, what we're having right now, what's it doing to a dog? I'm looking at, we're both looking at you like this. Eye-to-eye contact, directly staring at you. What is it doing to a dog?
It would make them want to
You're putting pressure. This is exactly what you feel right now, the anxiety is exactly how the dog's feeling. It's like, do I bite you? Or do I roll over, submit, pee myself, or do number 2, or all of them all at once? That's important to know when you're a dog trainer. You never face a dog eye to eye. Never. You come.
Get you bit in the face.
I said this is a dog's face. I come up from the side, not from behind, but from the side. I come up, face the same direction both facing. I never approach it like this. I definitely never do this. Hey, buddy.
Everyone at PetSmart will do that to you, by the way.
Absolutely.
Dear God. Don't you love it when the kids come up and they're like looking in the window and they're like, I had one kid lick the window and
Okay.
I'm sitting there like,
All right. So how does a dog react to pressure when it's biting? What is it going to do?
It's going to pull back.
It's going to pull back.
It'll pull back.
No. It might pull back. It might not pull back. That's a different form of training that you need to correct. That's the grip work. But what is it going to sound and do? What is the sound it's going to make? It's going to make that exact sound. You probably start shaking. At that point, you need to let the dog win. Or if it's pulling back, which is wrong, then you need to continue to reset the grip, making it rebite. And once it pushes in, ooh, good, ooh. You're acting, right? Every single time it pushes in, ooh. The dog's going to learn to push. Continue pushing and biting deep every single time because it's pushing you on this bite, okay? So when you hear that pressure, let it win. As we get deeper into the training, I'm going to contradict that, okay? I'm going to tell you to put more pressure on them, drive them, make her work, okay? Because that's going to make your dog be able to go through whatever it might be, King Kong, Godzilla, doesn't matter. She's going to feel like she's going to be able to defeat it.
it's all about the confidence.
Prong collar, leash pops, homework, okay? Questions? Anyone?
You said we could do the pops with the leash.
Mm-hmm.
That's because that's what I've done in the past. It seems to be effective. I mean, I'm not against prong collar. Just
Okay.
have them.
Perfect.
You know,
Okay.
for her size, it's kind of.
Where's my leash at?
I have no idea.
So this is my dog. I'm gonna put my foot on it just in case. Make sure you see the difference. When I have a J in the leash, right? Can you record this for me? I'm just stepping in a dog so this lead isn't go flying. So I have a J in the leash, okay? When you have a J in the leash, it creates a smoother pop. No. Okay? Versus a tight leash, no. Jerking the dog, which is what most of your clients are gonna do. When you jerk the dog, it's not making a proper correction because you already have tension on it. Once you have your prong collar, right, and it's fully contracted versus relaxed, the popping of the leash onto the popping of the prong collar, the sound is also a form of pressure for correction. The contraction of it is contracting all around the dog's neck to correct the dog appropriately. If it's tight, all it's doing is this. You're hurting the dog actually, versus correcting it. So it's important to have that J in your leash so you have a good popping motion. Versus, you're gonna pierce the dog's neck now. If a dog ever tries to bite you, simply hold up and out. Keep it away from you. Make sure we get this on camera, please, because you will probably get bitten as a dog trainer. It's not if, it's when. All right, it's probably the most important thing I've taught you all day.
Yeah, that's right. You will get hammered. And it could be even by a dog that you've never had that happen. You just walk in his pit bull and the pit bull went ballistic and got me in the face. Whew. Yeah. Wasn't a fun day.
Ouch. Speaking of pit bulls, the first dog tried to attack me during training, and I simply had to hold up and out. It got fighting it at me, wriggling back and forth, like putting too much pressure. He's like, oh. The sides of his neck got pierced by the prong collar. All I did, call a client. Hey, this is what happened. This is what I'm gonna do about it. Clean the wound, shave it, clean the wound. Neosporin, not the one that you use, but like make it just for dogs then. And clean the dog's wound every single day, twice a day. And it'll heal back properly with no nothing, and it does. Being honest, be forthcoming, and problem, solution. Problem, solution. Problem, solution. Don't say, I don't know what to do, you want me to take it to the vet? No. Call me then if that's the case before anything happens, okay? And I'll explain to you what to do. When you don't know, call Abby. Call Hannah. We'll help you out.
Because if he don't know, I know. And if I don't know, he knows.
What did you
got
say?
this.
Oh yeah, especially with being a groomer, if you nick a dog's ear, even no matter how big it is, no matter, could be big or little, you need to have a solution before you get on the phone.
Mm-hmm.
You need to have an avenue, because otherwise you're just going to be shelling out the money. It could be something simple, or the best way to handle it is you don't want that client to be hysterical, because they want to be. Oh no! The client's first go-to thing is going to be hysteria. Oh, you scratched my baby.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
That's true.
you need to have, and you need to lay those options out before, get those waivers signed.
Right, exactly.
So.
We'll go into contracts later on in the future, but what do you think about the class today?
A lot of information.
A lot of information, right? It's gonna come to you like this once,
Wow, it's
you had too much
terrifying.
caffeine today, by the way.
What?
I think you had too much caffeine today.